Spalted Pony. Now that tune is fun, a lot of fun. A simple A part, simple B part. You walk up from open to A, 101, another D, 002, G, 013, and then you do a bit of a walk, and you'll strum across all the strings, but it's also cool if you cross pick, where you go, and in that, in a 101, A. You catch that? Let's do that again. You could even go. A little note on cross picking, when you're doing it nice and slow like this, you can use either an inward or an outward stroke, like I'm doing there. But when you get up to speed, that's going to be very difficult to maintain, so you'll have to do a combination of both in and out strokes. See how I'm alternating those back and forth? If you think of your pick as a mini bow, and like a fiddler doesn't always play like this or like this, I'm not sure if I'm making that very obvious, like this or like this, a fiddler plays back and forth based on what notes or combination of notes they're playing. And so because you'll be playing across all the strings, you can play that the same way I play the single notes, but play across all the strings. And that once again puts the accent, using the pick as a bow, on the melody as opposed to just doing the bum ditty strum, which would go something like. I can't even do it. I've trained myself out of bum ditty so much. But just by accenting the melody, you get a song that stands on its own for its melody and rhythm, as opposed to something that falls under the category of blanket bum ditty, which we want to make sure. I heard a great bum ditty joke this weekend. I don't know if I can repeat it here. The second half . The second half goes like this. The tip to learning fiddle tunes and tricky melodies is to play each part very, very slow and get that tune under your fingers until you begin programming what's known as muscle memory. It's what happens when you play something over and over and over again. You know how some of us can make coffee in the morning without really looking because we're still asleep, but we know where the sugar is and the grounds and the machine and the on button and the plugs, and we can make it all happen because muscle memory has pretty much told us that's how this coffee universe is set up. So the same thing happens when you're playing with Dulcimer. When you play something over and over again, you program the muscle memory so your fingers automatically know where to go. That's your B part. Wrap it all up together. spotted pony. I have no idea why I'm talking like that, but that's another episode of the Dulcimerica video podcast. Thanks again for tuning in. We've got a lot more coming your way, and this week I'm heading off to Austin, Texas, Phoenix, Arizona, and finally Manitou Springs, Colorado, with lots more road trip action for you. Thanks for tuning in. Aloha. Nui loa.